Start. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being on Spanish United Radio. Today, I am at the Shaolin Temple here in Temple City, and I have two very special guests on Spanish United Radio. Would you be kind enough to introduce yourself to the audience, please?
I'm Shaolin Master Shi Yanqi.
Okay.
My name is Julian. I'm a student of Master Shi Yanqi.
Welcome. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Yes, I was speaking with you, and you were explaining that you're planning on opening up a Shaolin temple over in Mexico. And one thing that I think is very important, especially for the Hispanic community in the United States, is to keep Hispanic youth busy, because I do a lot of human rights work, and also community work for the Hispanic community. And I try to steer, especially like the younger people, away from drugs and violence and gangs. So I myself practice Kung Fu. I'm not an expert, but I've been doing it for a couple of years. And I feel that, especially the art of Kung Fu, which a lot of people are not too familiar with in the United States, are more familiar with either with karate or with Taekwondo. What can Kung Fu especially offer to the Hispanic youth in the United States in terms of discipline and focus?
What's the Shaolin Kung Fu?
Yes, like what can Shaolin Kung Fu offer in terms of discipline and focus to the Hispanic kids, to keep them away from drugs, gangs, and violence?
The Shaolin Kung Fu is really traditional Chinese culture, and it's over 1,500 years history. But so the Shaolin culture is more open to share everything. But the training the Kung Fu, that's be training from the inside your whole body, your organs, building your body, and stretching tendons, and more like a self-discipline training, more that,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to learn like a Zen meditation too.
Mm-hmm.
It's how to and really learn how to focus. And I usually my students have a lot of Mexican students too. So same thing. All the people saying the Shaolin is open, everybody does. Yeah.
That's good, because I feel that many of the Hispanic youth, many of them come from homes that don't have much discipline. And
Right.
unfortunately, many of them get into trouble. So I really feel that promoting martial arts, or especially Kung Fu, Shaolin Kung Fu as a discipline, I think it could bring a lot of hope for the Hispanic community. Instead of, getting into trouble, they could be more focused and have confidence.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. The training Shaolin Kung Fu is really more focused on how to learn the confidence for the self-discipline. The first one you need to start learning is each moment, and to really working hard and training more your spirit. And I got the first one, you need to be stronger, to be health.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever the any kind, like wherever the Chinese Asian community or Spanish community or any English community, same thing. Everybody same. But when we training, we need to learn how to kind of self-control yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when training Kung Fu, that's mean in the first one, yes, you need to learn how to self-control and self-discipline. But when you're training one day to date, and after that, you got chi, you got spirit, and of course, no more lazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you got more your health, and you get more like wisdom, and and you're more like every day you follow your schedule more, so the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and usually the training Kung Fu is a lot of things. I can't talk in like one word or 1 hour. There's a lot of training. You learn to meditate, and some part learn like a medical part. You need to understand our body,
Mm-hmm.
and in the organs, and the tendon and the joint. And then when you learn meditate, how to work on the mind, and you learn the qigong, how God connect your qi, connect universe for the qi energy, how the two working together, and you need to learn a lot. That's Shaolin. And when training the Shaolin, yes, first one you will say, um, you need to working hard day to day, and is usually is some people maybe so tired or it's not about lazy. It's doesn't need people to keep you working hard. That's you need. It's a lot of things.
And what about you, Julian? Like, what got you into kung fu?
Well, I mean, my first experience was Taekwondo.
Okay.
And being honest, is because I love fighting when I was young. So I just want to learn how to fight. When I get introduced to Kung Fu, eventually my Sifu made me understand that it's not about fighting.
Right.
It's about control to fight, not just express.
Right. Punch and kick, and that's it.
Yes. So then that called too much my attention that since then I just got stuck with Kung Fu. And like Master Yanshu says, Kung Fu is not just learn and practice. It's more like a lifestyle. It becomes part of whatever you do every day. I mean, at work, anywhere, help you to develop better, to have more control, to have more discipline. Yeah, it's something completely different.
Yeah, because one of the things that I see is that unlike Taekwondo and karate, I know that Kung Fu doesn't have like belts. I know it goes more by ranking or by points in terms of your experience level. And I think that's a good way of getting people to practice more because it's all about perfecting the art, and at the same time it's all about gaining experience. Like when I started doing kung fu, like I started doing karate when I was a kid, but one thing I liked about kung fu is that it's all about, is like you say, it's like a lifestyle. Like I always start out doing meditation, I start out doing stretching exercises, because that keeps me flexible. Like to do kung fu you really have to know how to move, jump, roll over, etc. And it's really helped me in many ways. And I feel that in the case of the Hispanic community, if they have like the discipline of doing something constantly, I think that would be beneficial to them, because we're trying to get Hispanic people to be more integrated in society and to be part of society, not to be so insular. And I feel that with the practice of Shaolin Kung Fu as not only as a art of martial arts, but also as a discipline, I think it would help Hispanic people, especially younger people, have more ambition in life. Like we do a lot of workshops to get Hispanic people to have more ambition, to be more productive. And I think Kung Fu would definitely be a way to get a lot of the younger people to be ambitious, because we're trying to prevent Hispanic young people from getting into trouble. So I feel that this way, in having it that you learn and you focus and you learn, like you say, it's study. I think it will help them to be more focused and to use their words instead of going into conflict. Because as you know, Hispanic people are hot blooded. Anything you say, they want to get into trouble. So I think it's very important that Hispanics learn to use their words to resolve confrontation instead of using their fists to resolve everything.
Yeah, usually the Shaolin is a life. Usually we call it lifestyle. Because I learned Shaolin Kung Fu is lifestyle. When we the training you are right. So wherever the Asian community or Hispanic community is, the people is so hard to to control yourself. And the lifestyle that's mean when you started learning training, when you started study, and you try to how to build your it's good your lifestyle and what's be good, what do you need, and that's mean the training on the Kung Fu time or we train in meditation, You just think about the training on your mind, and that's people get more like a we call awakening.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, as people right now is so hard and to play, train, and small and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of things. And because right now people need to find out is what the true things what you need,
Mm-hmm.
what's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the Shaolin is not about only one movement. The Shaolin we call it our like a, we call like a the lifestyle. The lifestyle doesn't mean anytime, anywhere, and you can to practice. Practice you can a lot of things. You can train your the handphone, kung fu, self defense, fighting, weapons, and then meditate, or you're sitting, or qigong, or you're just lying down can train you too. That's what we call it. That's why we call it lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Anything you want to elaborate, Julian?
Well, Sifu say everything. So yeah, I mean, it helps, especially the kids, to have control.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Help them to be to develop a different mentality to understand things in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline is, I believe, the most important in these times to help kids uh, to understand what is wrong and what is right,
Mm-hmm.
what is can benefit for them and what can give them trouble.
Right. It's like giving them a choice and also showing them ethics and morals.
Yes, exactly.
So I wanted to ask a question. Like the Hispanic students that have come to the temple, like have you ever had like difficult cases? Meaning, like have you ever had students that used to be like very bad in their personal life, and then when they come here, they become better people or they become more mature? Have you ever had like those problem cases, as they will call
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say specifically when I was taking care of one of the schools,
them?
uh, it was a case that the kids they become uh, not aggressive, but they refusal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it,
Right.
and I don't want to do it. But the parents bring them over to see if we can help them to change.
Right.
And right now, these kids are some of the best. So they become really good practitioners. They are good students, and they are doing really good on that. Parents are really happy. So Sifu has some of the students on this school. I was in charge on another school
Mm-hmm.
a while ago, and Sifu always been very surprised with Hispanic students. They said they are strong. They push uh, when they understand that they like it,
Mm-hmm.
so they start pushing themselves to
Right.
perform better.
Right. Hispanics, they have potential to do great things, but like you said, they have to be pushed or encouraged to do something in order for them to actually feel confident about themselves. And that's one of the things that I see lacking in the Hispanic community is that they've been taught by parents, by society, you can't do this, you can't do that, you don't have any ambition to do this, or etc. So a lot of people don't realize that how you teach or how you put down the kids, the students about you're no good, it actually makes them feel bad about themselves.
Yes.
So I think it's very important that if the students are encouraged, regardless if they're not doing great at the beginning, to be encouraged, you're a winner, you can make it, to believe in them, they can prosper. And that's one of the things that we do in our workshops in Spanish United is that we encourage Hispanic people to better themselves. Like I promote a lot of education in the Hispanic community, because I feel that the more students graduate from high school, better opportunities they have for work. And I also encourage them, think outside the box. Don't think you're just going to play baseball or basketball or sing or make music. You could do better things.
Usually, I will say, I not say this way. So although the kids and maybe a lot of the kids that used get a lot of trouble, but that's not wrong. It's not about like a. It's, I would say everyone is doing be good. So like a Shaolin way, we training the kid and to give the open the door. Everyone got like a wisdom. When you open the door, and you know what you do, and that's what we call awake. When people awake your body, awake your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we training. Example. It's all of the parents teaching the children say focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
But please, you never teaching kids how to focus.
Right.
Example, right?
Right.
How to focus. Example, we training the children that like a stand step or punch or kick, and it taught them where your eyes looking focus there, and your mind focus there, and your body and everything focus one target, one point, and training a day after practice,
Mm-hmm.
and it's ready now to focus,
Mm-hmm.
and that's mean the focus, and then some case get a lot of trouble. It's because the people that have a personality different,
Right.
right? So we usually on the Shaolin way we not say the case you're not good. We don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Everybody be good, but how to be good?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we focus.
Right.
And how be good? The first one, you need to train in the body how to get to be health, got a good energy. After you get a good energy and training the mind to awake, and after that, he will be find own personal the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And he right now would be good for him or for that, and would be not good. He already know himself.
Right.
That's what we call the awake. Then for the kids, usually for the adults, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Julian. He training with me many years, over 15 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then some student with me almost 20 years.
Oh wow.
So why? Some people older me,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people is good at work and really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Why is training with me that? Because I sure that was when I learned it from the Shaolin Temple, to share my experience for the like adult. Some people we have a lot of stress
Mm-hmm.
and your work, your family, your anything, and how to organize to calm down your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do that.
Right.
Meditate. And then your body, we are eating, our drink, our schedule.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people get not health.
Right.
It's looking so strong, but it's not real health.
Right.
That's me training the Kung Fu training is included as any moon or style, any meditation, or like some call it like a tea ceremony, whatever we do that. That's mean try to get your good to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The people that happen is really something you need to find out what's good for you, because everyone is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe like you drink tea is good, I'm drinking tea, I can't sleep.
Right.
You need to find your own one,
Right.
and that's the own way. That's Shaolin the training can to all the kids age, all the adult age. Yeah, so that's way. And my students are a lot of different age, from 4 years old to the 80 years old.
Oh wow.
It's, everybody can join find your own way. That's what we call the Shaolin.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, one thing about one interesting point that you're bringing out is that people have to learn how to focus. It's like when people are, for example, the students in the school, in regular school, when the teachers say, focus.
How?
Yeah, like you have to know how. It's like they have to be educated on how to be focused. Same thing with parents. Like if the parents say, if you do this, I'm going to hit you. Yeah, you could say that's the consequence, but you have to explain why not to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah,
It's all about explaining. So I
Yeah.
feel that it's very important that when people are explained how to focus or how to be more disciplined in things, I think they would understand better and have a better outlook on life. Would you say the same thing, Julian?
Yes, and that's actually something that I learned from my Sifu, that when he asked me to help and start teaching, I was thinking, oh, it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something completely different that I learned from him. Because teaching is not just showing the move to the student. So, like Master Yanshu said, each kid has a different personality. And we need to have the capacity to understand the personality of each kid to teach him the way he can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So not everyone is the same.
Right.
So we can teach a group of kids the same, and maybe one get it, but all other ones not.
Right.
So then we need to find a way how to make him understand what we're trying to teach, like Sifu says.
Right.
Explain why or how.
Right, like in one of the workshops that we do in Spanish United, where we do like weekly talks. I usually take people on a case by case basis. Like for example, I have 6 chapters that I started about 4 years ago, and like you say, every personality is different. So I have different directors of the different chapters that their personalities are easy to work with. And then you have some that are more difficult to deal with. Like I have a director that when he joined the group, he was difficult to deal with, but over time and education and training, he's actually one of my top people. And he was someone that he didn't want to take orders. So I think that when you take individual cases, it's not a one size fits all. You have to take every case and try to tailor it and mold it to how you could get that individual to reach their best potential. And that's what I do with many people in Spanish United. Like I try to mold them on a case-to-case basis, so that way they could start opening up branches in places where they are to make life better for the Hispanic community. That's one of the things the work focuses on, is try to make reforms for the Hispanic community so that they could have better access to many things that many are not getting right now because of social issues.
Yeah.
So explain about the school that you're gonna think about opening in Mexico. You guys have mentioned that to me, that you're hoping to open soon.
Yes, I loved it. I go to Mexico many times. I loved it. So I saw there are a lot of people really love to learn the Shaolin, but it's hard way is no Shaolin teacher there,
Mm-hmm.
and in Mexico, the people are really good to really working hard to study to practice, but I'm really how to say that. I try to find the real like in Mexico to find the people how to continue to build their own the Mexico the Shaolin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I try to work on that. I love that. And come in.
Yeah, okay. What Shifu means is his goal. He started going to Mexico at the beginning. He feel like, because the difference between people here and people in Mexico City is a little bit different, the culture.
Oh, of course.
And when he started going there and we give some seminars, he started seeing that people really work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they're already tired, they just continue.
Right.
So then Sifu got getting more focus on in Mexico, and his goal is being able to build a temple in Mexico. But he wants to find the students that want to be 100% dedicated to become like the first generation of Shaolin Mexican monks.
Right.
Like just like in Shaolin Temple in China, like dedicate 10 hours, 8 hours daily practicing. Not just martial arts, but about meditation, qigong, to learn the whole system.
Mm-hmm.
So that's his goal.
That would be great if you were to put up a Shaolin temple in Puerto Rico. That's where my family is from. That would be great to get a lot of Puerto Ricans to start, getting themselves more focused.
Yes, I love the Mexican culture. It's like similar Chinese culture.
Hmm.
And I mean, in Mexico.
Right, of course, of
But
course.
here it's different.
Right, of course. It's two different things. Yeah, like Hispanics and in the homeland
Yeah.
are much more different than the ones here in the United States. It's cultural difference, even though they're the same people, but their environment, plays
Right.
factors.
Yeah.
So, well, we just come to the end of the interview. I want to tell you, Shifu Sheshe, for being on the podcast, and muchas gracias for being on the show, and for your listeners for the Shaolin Temple. Spanish United is on social media platforms. We are on Spanish United, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, now known as X. We are a 503 nonprofit organization. Anything that anyone wants to donate is used to help people in the community. And as soon as I'm finished with the interview, I will send the links to both of you. You could share with everyone here at the temple, and I look forward and working and speaking with you guys soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.